remember the royal anthem of the kilted yaxman. Our country reeks of trees. Our yaks are really large, and they smell like rotting beef carcasses. And we have to clean up after them, and our saddle sores are the best. We proudly wear women's clothing, and searing sand blows up our skirts. And the buzzards, they soar overhead, and poisonous snakes will devour us whole, and our bones will bleach in the sun. That's it! And we will probably go to hell, and that is our great reward for being the royal Canadian kilted yaxman. Come on, everybody.
Our country reeks of trees. Our yaks are really large, and they smell like rotting meat carcasses. And we have to clean up after them, and our saddle sores are the best. We proudly wear women's clothing, and searing sand blows up our skirts. And the buzzards, they soar overhead, and poisonous snakes will devour us whole. Our bones will bleach in the sun, and we will probably go to hell, and that is our great reward for being the royal Canadian kilted yaxman.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Game Anyone podcast. I am Dave the Usher, and joining me are the awesome people on the site, Scorch, Zach, and Volvagia. How you guys doing?
Hey, wait, whoa.
Yay.
Whoa. Is this thing on?
Hello?
Are we recording?
Are you receiving me?
Shit!
Is your microphone working?
Oh.
You know, it's really
Whoa.
hard getting the four of us together, isn't it?
Oh god, it's been like trying to get together for like a week and a half now to do this shit.
It's not that easy getting the four of us online all at the same time, since three of us live in different time zones.
And I was sleeping.
Volv just woke up. Volv is in Scotland. He just had a shower. Volv, are you feeling refreshed today?
No.
Awesome. Good stuff. Well, why don't we jump on in it? We're doing a shorter podcast today. We like shorter ones lately. It's fun, it's slim, it's satisfying. Why don't we get into this and talk about our current projects and future projects? So, Scorch, what do you have on the lineup?
What do I have on the lineup? Well, currently I'm doing the 11th hour for the PC. That's kind of one of those games where you either really love it or you really hate it. And if you're the type that likes logic puzzles that are just entirely too difficult, that game is for you. So I'm doing that. I recently redid Braid for the Xbox 360. I kind of got back into it after, I don't know, some number of months, and recently completed a speed run of it, and I decided to show everyone how to get the stars, so I was doing that. Still doing Titan Quest, got to finish up the specials on Batman, and I have one or two exclusives planned, but I'm not going to reveal them because I don't feel like it.
You're a dirty, dirty man.
A dirty bastard.
A horrible person and a horrible human being.
I should be shot.
You cock
Wait.
tease.
No. Oh, God.
What about you, Zach? What's going on with you lately?
Oh man, well, I'm still trucking on with Need for Speed Shift. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though I'm pumping out 10 or 15 videos every other day for the game. It's just no end in sight. Still working on Resident Evil 5 with Soda. I haven't touched Fuel in 2 months. I think I still have it installed somewhere. Some exclusive stuff going on. Can't talk much about. Finished up Call of Duty 4 with the Preston, Soda, and Mace Man. And future projects, Modern Warfare 2. Right here, buddy. I'm getting that first.
Zach is always the racer. Beats
How are you
the
going to
clock.
do that, Zach? How are you going to do that? Are you going to steal it? Come on, fans want to know. Are you going to steal it?
They may have an insider source to leak it out to me.
Theft.
What
Dirty
about
pirate.
our brother
Hey,
across
hey.
the pond?
Hey, I've gone on record. I will buy anything Infinity War imports out because I'm a fanboy of them.
But well, what about you?
Fanboy.
What about you, the guy from across the pond?
Still going on with Banjo Kazooie. I'm too lazy to do commentary, and in future, probably during sometime this week on following, I will begin uploading the Ballad of Gate 20 a week before it's meant to come out, and the new Super Mario Bros. In November.
Awesome, man.
Pretty much it.
You gotta.
Majora's Mask.
You gotta.
That'll continue after Ballad of Gate 20 gets out of the way. The views count more.
Volv's going on a vacation. He's going to Delaware.
Totally.
He's going to Liber City.
What are you going to Delaware for?
He's going to Delaware on vacation. Do you know why he's
Hey,
going to
Dave.
Delaware? Because he's in Scotland and he doesn't know any better.
Remember when we were playing Prototype and you were talking about all the states that you wish would just fall into a hole and die?
I never said that about Delaware.
Delaware was that state, and I have it on
No.
video, on the record.
No.
Fuck Delaware, straight from Dave's mouth.
I said nothing. You must be thinking of Wayne Campbell in Wayne's World. He made
Perhaps.
fun of Delaware, not me.
Perhaps.
Awesome. But about me, current projects, well, I just finished up Ghostbusters, so I guess that's not really a current project anymore. And, well, Final Fight's kind of a current project. I actually just completed that game 30 minutes ago. It was hard as balls, and at the end of the boss, the end boss at the game, man, my hands were sweating and hurting. Total pain in the ass. Also, right now, I'm doing a project on Battletoads for the arcade, not the NES version or any other version, the arcade version, which is so awesome. There's a lot of blood and guts and adult themes, and it's just a really fucking badass game. Love that stuff. Anyway, future projects, I haven't done an RPG in a while. The last one was Final Fantasy IX. So maybe I'll have a poll on which one to do next or something like that. I do want to get into some N64 games. I haven't done any of them yet. So I want to hit the hammer with that. Awesome stuff. What do you guys think? Yes? No?
No.
Final Fantasy VIII. I'll have my
Dave, you
people
missed
call
that
your
one.
people.
You missed out on Final Fantasy VIII. Dave.
I don't
You
know
went
about
from 7 to 9.
Final Fantasy VIII. Maybe. But yeah, that's what I got going on for me. It looks like we're going to be busy for the next couple of thousands of years. As always.
Unless we quit.
Unless we quit.
We just up and quit. Fuck it. I'm leaving.
Mace Man pays us in cheese, actually. Zach, I believe, gets paid in Swiss cheese. Scorch.
No, it's Pepper Jack.
Pepper Jack. Oh, yes, me. I'm a Pepper Jack paid director too. I get paid in Pepper Jack. Mace Man pays us with cheese. Don't ask why. It's just some arrangement we got going on. It's crazy. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack from all this cheese.
I get paid in smoked Havarti. Because I'm fancy.
Awesome.
In his defense, it's gourmet cheese and not the shitty Kraft, dollar pack. It's he went out and put some time and money into it.
I think he just gets it from the supermarket.
Pretty much.
But moving on to an awesome topic. Oh, yeah, God. I think I'm getting a semi. The Game Anyone Awards. The poster and walkthrough awards. Good stuff, man. So, as you guys know, you've nominated who you think should win in each category. And we got a lot of categories. I think almost 20.
30.
Well, 20 in each thing. But we finished up with that. The nominations are done. Scorch and I are tallying up the results. Right, Scorch?
George.
Yes,
We're
we are
tallying-
hard at work,
Hard at
day
work.
and night.
Hard at work drinking and sleeping.
We don't get our cheese until this is done,
Yeah.
so rest assured we will be working on this.
Yeah, that's the only reason why we're doing this. We want our fucking cheese.
I know. My sandwich is not complete without my smoked Havarti. God damn it!
So we're tallying up the nominee results, and the voting should begin shortly, in the next day, probably, I would think. And we got a special announcement. We will be announcing the winners on the next Game Anyone podcast, which will be live on GameAnyone.com. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
No way!
Zach, calm down.
Oh no!
Calm down.
Just jizzed in his pants.
Zach is extremely excited. I'm a little bit worried.
I need a towel.
I need a towel. Zach needs a towel.
Yeah.
Awesome
Holy
stuff.
shit.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, to have our recording of the podcast live, you'll be able to, watch or listen to us as we go on, and there might be some other special features added to the live podcast, but nothing's guaranteed, nothing's set in stone as of yet. It's going to be a lot of fun. What do you think, Scorch?
It'll be delicious.
Awesome stuff, man. But
I'll
moving
personally
on,
call you out on the chat. That's what I'm going to do.
chat. But moving on to the next topic, our favorite, your favorite, it better be your favorite, the question and answer. Awesome stuff. I love the question and answer segment. So we got
You
we got
You
five.
didn't tell me this was going to be on there, dude.
I
didn't
kept everyone
study.
in the dark.
I didn't study.
I didn't study.
You
Scorch
gotta
didn't
highlight
study.
your cursor over it. It's invisible ink.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
we got 5 questions this time. I think that's a lot for us. I think we haven't had 5 before. But the first one says, what game frustrated you most growing up? Zach?
Frustrated.
It frustrated you. It made you angry. It made you want to take the controller and throw it at the fucking TV. What
Oh,
pissed you off?
Damn. I'm trying to think of a newer game, but they
newer
all
game?
kind of
Still do
frustrating.
that?
But
Oh, it could
nothing
be,
really got me to the breaking point. But maybe like Zero Tolerance.
it can be an old game, too.
Well, considering it says
Super
growing
Mario
up.
World. The first time I got
First
like,
time
the
through?
Mario games. Those are always, back when I, undeveloped gaming skills.
Back when Zach was beginning to walk, which was...
Oh, Sewer Sharks. That's what
2
it
years
was.
ago.
I didn't know how to play that back then. All that 9 or 6, 3 stuff. I didn't know what that was. I always kept
Sharks.
dying in that game.
Ugh. Anything else? Or nothing really seemed to frustrate you, huh?
Nah, man. I don't get
I guess you're just that
off
good.
at games.
Are you just that hot, Zach? Are you just
I
are you
think-
that much of an ace, a whiz kid?
Hold on,
I think it wasn't a video game that frustrated Zach. It was not getting his allowance to buy the video game. That's what frustrated him. So,
And that's what led Zach down the slippery slope. That's what led him down the dark trail.
Oh, pirating video games.
Maybe it was that
We
the
did-
story of his TV falling over and crushing his console system.
no.
we didn't want to say that, but
It brings us back to the
writing's
point of
on the
having
wall, man.
errors.
But what about you, Scorch? What frustrated you?
fucking A. Let's see. I was born and raised on the good old NES, so pretty much anything from that era kind of frustrated me, because you're a little kid, you don't fucking know what you're doing, and NES games, like even now, like 20 years later, like break your balls every time you play them. Let's see, what most frustrated me probably was the Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. For some reason, that game, like, I did a Let's Play of it, probably it's like my second walkthrough, I think. And it was no problem at all, but for some reason when I was a kid, I just couldn't fucking do it. I don't know why. Final Fantasy 1 for the NES was another one that frustrated me, because if you've ever played a Final Fantasy game and it wasn't Final Fantasy 1, that one is just horrendous for just
Leveling up.
Yeah, you had to fucking level up. You can only buy your items one at a time.
Ugh.
Like, it didn't have automatic assigning of, like, battle targets and shit. So when you killed a guy and you had another one targeted on it, it didn't automatically move to the next one. So you basically lost a turn and you had to like plan ahead, and you missed a lot. And it was just a pain in the ass. And let's see. I think the only other one that I ever got really frustrated with was Mario Kart for the SNES, because a game like Mario Kart, you gotta be a completionist with that shit. So, you know, you play it all the way through, you gotta get all the golds, you gotta do it with every character, every single, class, 50cc, 100, 150, and I just remember doing the 150 and always getting screwed at the very end, and missing the gold by like 1 point. I got pissed. I think I got my Nintendo taken away from me. I was yelling.
Scorch had a grumpy temper back then, and he still has it. Everybody.
Oh God.
So grumpy.
Dave. Why do you gotta be such a dick? What's your fucking problem? Hold on, I need a juice.
But anything else, Scorch?
I don't think so. There's probably plenty, but those are the only ones that I think stand out.
It's always hard, you know. They have to stand out in your mind to really qualify.
Yeah, I think Dak had a point though. Like first time through, yeah, that's gonna frustrate you. If you're a first timer on anything, you want to do well, and of course you're not gonna. So you know.
But what about you, Volv?
Daycom Racing and the N64 racing Westpig was just a pain in my ass, and it took forever. I think everyone who's played that game can actually agree that Westpig was a pain in the ass the first time around. But
it's bringing back memories now.
Secret of Mana, and the first time I ever played for it, the game itself isn't very good at describing where you've actually to go, especially when it comes to like going to the upper world the very first time after you're done, like in Pandora or wherever the hell this city was called. It doesn't really give you that much info of what you have to do after there, and it's just confusing as fuck, especially if you're a kid, you're in a rush, and you're pushing all the fucking buttons just to, you know, move your ass before your mom's like, hey, dinner's ready, hey, get off the fucking console.
And that's the way they said it.
More anger issues.
Yeah, I remember getting stuck on that too. That was a bitch.
Yeah. Shit, I can't really think of anything else right now. Oh, there was this really horrible Terminator game on the Genesis. It was a fucking ballbuster as well. I think it still had that. But yeah, that was a horrible 2D fighter game. One of the worst actually I've ever played in my life. But other than that, no.
Awesome.
No.
The list, I don't know. It has to stand out to me like big time. I mean, there's plenty of games that frustrate me, but what mostly frustrated me, like, you know, I guess the original Mario Brothers, of course. Like, there was crazy shit back when I was like 6 years old or whatever, playing that shit for the first time. Also, the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for the NES. That thing is just a huge pain in the ass. The water level with the electric seaweed, and you got the time limit, and everything's trying to kill you, and it puts pressure on you. It puts pressure on like an 8-year-old mind or whatever, and it was just horrible. Of course, I completed it, but every time it was like hit or miss. And then you get onto the next level, and that's just a fucking maze, and it's just brutal. Hate that game. Still hate it. Go to hell. Another game that stands out to me is actually not something I find hard now at all. It's Final Fantasy IV, actually. Back when I got it, I think I was 7 or 8 years old. I got up to the tower right before you confront Golbez and Tella dies, and I'm fighting a boss battle. I believe back then these 3 chicks were called the Magus Sisters or whatever.
Oh yeah,
remember those 3?
I remember those bitches.
And I don't think I got the easy version or whatever, the SNES easy version of that game, because I kept dying, and it never really occurred to me to just go level up, and then I was running low on items. And I think the first time I played through the game, it didn't occur to me that I could actually leave the tower and go restock on items, so I thought I was trapped. So,
yeah, I think that happened to me too.
So I would I can't do it. I give up on this game for like 2 months, 3 months, and then I try again, and like the whole thing, it was just kind of a 8-year or an 8-month period of, you know, picking up the game, trying it again, and then finally succeeding. And and also you have to figure out who to attack at first, and, you want to get rid of that middle bitch, I think, first.
Yeah. Remember that one was that's not even very far through the game, so if you're getting fucked, right there, that's only, 2 fiends in, or is it 3? It's the third one, isn't it?
I think it is. Oh, it's right before the third one.
Yeah. So, like, you know, you fight all 4 fiends all throughout the game, and then you fucking get to that one, and it's really, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I play the game now. It's like, woof, piece of cake, no problem. How you doing? Awesome stuff, man. But moving on to question number 2. What game walkthrough that you recorded are you most proud of? What about you, Scorch?
Let's see. I had a couple. Most people are probably expecting me to say Fallout 3 because I did the entire game, like 40 plus hours of footage, over 247 videos, all the downloadable contents and everything like that. I would say that I added that to the list. Yeah, I'm proud of it, but it doesn't really feel like an accomplishment for me because all I was doing was playing a game. It's just, it took the dedication to actually finish it. But I think what I would be most proud of was my first RPG recording was Brave Fencer Musashi, a game I had played when I was a kid, and I picked it up again, and I hadn't played it for 5 or 6 years. So it's basically like blind running a game that I had already done. So like my first giant recording, I think it was 75 parts, and that was a big deal. And then Dungeon Keeper 2, I had just finished that one recently, and that one, I remember, it gave me a lot of trouble when I used to play it when I was younger. I got it about 10 years ago and played it several times. And I remember I always used to get stuck and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I don't even remember if I ever finished it without cheating. But this time around it was, like picking up and riding a bike again.
Cakewalk.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked that. So, good times, man.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I can only really, 3 stand out to me kind of big time. I'm proud of a lot, but the 3 would be Final Fantasy VII. I guess because I got my new computer and I was able to play more, kind of newish games, even though that's not really a new game at all anymore. But, that was a lot of fun, and Final Fantasy VII's like one of my favorite games of all time. It was great playing that. Of course, Desert Bus. That thing... That thing was just an epic. The gameplay's nothing.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, the gameplay was amazing, right?
Yeah,
But,
totally.
It was like a giant podcast.
it was kind of like a giant podcast. That's all it was. And maybe I'll take this opportunity to announce now that I will be doing a Desert Bus reunion special a year after the last Desert Bus walkthrough has taken place. So the Desert Bus walkthrough will return, and it's going to be even crazier. I think I'm just going to put that out there right now. And last but not least, coming in number 1, I would have to say Final Fantasy IX, which took me a lot of work. And, reading all that dialogue the way I do, I don't even know why I do it. Sometimes I mess up. I mean, sometimes I mess up and I'll let it go. I'll just be like, all right, 1 or 2 mess-ups. I messed up the sentence or the word. I'll just let it go and I'll finish it up. But sometimes I'm 8 minutes in and I just totally butcher a sentence and I'm like, this is unacceptable. I have to redo it, start this over. Damn it. And especially at the last couple parts of the game where the text went by automatically was just a huge nightmare for me. And I think I did an okay job. I always say to Volv, damn it, Volv, I want to go back and replay that part.
Yeah.
That
was dedication, though, man, because you did the ending 5 times.
I did it 5 times. I think these guys were around while I was doing it, and then I would pop back on Skype and say, damn it, I messed up again. But those are the 3 that stand out for me. What about you, Zach?
I'm about to say Ghostbusters, the video game. just play. Nah. Before game anyone, pre-game anyone, I had to say Spore. That was felt proud of that. After I joined Game Anyone, I'm about to say Half-Life Episode 2 or Saints Row 2. Those are my 2 pride and joys because of the special commentating moments I had in there.
Those are like your children, right?
The children, or of course Stalin versus Martian, probably the most genius game ever made. I made it look like a polished turd.
Polished
turd covered in ice cream sprinkles.
Covered with maybe a little fudge sauce. Yeah. Oh wait, that's not fudge sauce.
Frogurt.
Anything else, Zach?
So yeah, I'm proud of all my games I've done. They're like little badges, but those stand out on my mind the most.
Vavagia, you bastard. What about you? What are you most proud of?
Shit.
You bastard.
New Super Mario Bros. On Nintendo DS. I went for that game, got 100% on it, and I don't know, most people just didn't have a clue where most of the coins were and stuff like that. And most of the time, I would figure it out myself and then record, but if I couldn't find one at all, then I'd look at a walkthrough. Cheating, I know, but who doesn't, right?
Dude, it's not cheating. Nobody likes somebody who's just gonna fuck around, you know, like, there's a difference between recording blind and, like, you know, experimenting, but if you just fucking are wasting time, you know, you're not doing anybody any favors.
Mm-hmm. Then there's,
that sucks.
then there's Ocarina of Time on N64, and it's another 100%, and, like, that game is so fucking long. When you go for it for 100%, I mean, it's 19 hours right now. And it's done now, but it's 19 hours. I mean, maybe one day I'll redo it again, but not for a very, very long time. Probably Grand Theft Auto 4 as well, because it's like my most viewed walkthrough, mainly because of the fact that it's GTA 4, and it's not able to be viewed on YouTube. 195 videos and 31 hours in both sides of the actual story itself, which is just a pain in my balls. It was such a pain in my ass to get up there. Maceman can agree with me for that, because you have to re-upload all the videos from that game onto the site server itself.
Anything else that stands out?
I don't think so, no.
Awesome.
Maybe Mario World?
Or what, our co-op of Mario World, or just your Mario World?
No, our co-op of it. My original Mario
that's
World was
great.
horrible.
Awesome stuff. So, moving on to the next question, question number 3. What game did you enjoy playing with your friends the most? As, you know, in childhood or now, whichever. What about you, Volv? What did you most enjoy playing with your friends?
Mario Bros. 3, Secret of Mana, or Mario Kart 64.
Scorch?
Let's see. Well, I didn't have any friends as a kid, so I didn't get to do this. But, oh my god, in all seriousness, let's see. My friends and I, we played, it was mostly anything that you could find on the Super Nintendo that was 2 players, because that was like a big deal when I was, you know, I was growing up. Most specifically Mario Kart. We used to play Mario Kart like every weekend. One of us would go stay the night at the other's house, and we'd play that game so much that we'd end up getting to the point where we used to run the tracks backwards to see if we could make them all. Like, especially like the Bowser Castle ones where you have to make the jumps in reverse. We got good enough to the point where we were able to do that pretty good. So that was kind of fun. Let's see, we played Gauntlet Legends on the N64 when that came out. Played that quite a bit. Smash Brothers, obviously. And GoldenEye. Played a shitload of GoldenEye. Good times.
What about you, Zach?
Well, kind of like what Scorch said, we all had 64s, like in my pre-teens growing up. All my friends on the block, we all had 64s, so we played a lot of GoldenEye, Super Smash Brothers, Jet Force Gemini, Turok 2, Mario Party maybe every now and then. But after that, most of my games involved like playing Counter-Strikes or Call of Duty games, a bit of Halo every now and then. But a lot of Halo because that's what everybody plays at parties now.
Awesome stuff. For me, going back to my childhood, I'd probably say I played a lot of Toe Jam and Earl and Sonic the Hedgehog. I would go to his house, play the Genesis, so yeah, we'd play Toe Jam and Earl, Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, RBI baseball, that kind of stuff. That was a lot of fun. God, I love Toe Jam and Earl. And then, you know, we'd go over to my house, check out the SNES, and we'd play, you know, a bunch of Super Mario World, Mario 3, that kind of thing. You know, I would... In Final Fantasy VI, you can kind of control the players with the second controller, you know, in the battles, but that really didn't work out. Oh yeah, same with Secret of Mana. I tried to get him to play Secret of Mana with me, but that was another fail. But you know, we would play like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2, of course, you know, Madden, that kind of thing. And then, you know, into the junior high years, that kind of thing, for me. GoldenEye, a lot of GoldenEye. That game was badass. GoldenEye Killer Instinct on the N64. Oh, and Mario Kart, of course, when the N64 came around. Mario Kart, GoldenEye. It's like the only 2 N64 games.
Yeah.
Awesome
Did you ever
stuff.
play Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball do the home run derby.
Not that I can recall.
Yeah, I had some friends that were like really into that, and you know, being from Seattle, you know, Ken Griffey Jr. was a big deal, so that was that was a big thing.
All right, awesome. Moving on to the next question. Here's a funny little quick one. Who is your favorite Mario Kart 64 character to use and why? Awesome. My answer, Wario. And reason why? He's an asshole. He's a total dick who laughs in your face when he screws you over. And he's in the heavy class and he bounces you away. He's a total dick. That just has Dave the Usher written all over it. I love Wario. What about you, Scorch?
I would always gravitate towards using Yoshi, just because he was fast and he was easy to control and he was way better in that version than in the Super Nintendo. And I remember that Nintendo Power had a fucking contest for like being able to do like Mario Circuit 1 or whatever the hell it was in like 1 minute 30 seconds. And you could like take a picture and send it in to Nintendo Power to have it like published. So I spent like a shitload of time just using Yoshi to do that because he was like the best one. So I got used to it. But if I needed somebody fast with high top speed, I would go with Bowser.
Another note I should throw in there. My buddy was always Peach, and we would. My friend was always Peach because she's kind of fast too, and I'm like, dude, bro, why are you Peach? She's like a cum dumpster. I would always say that, and then like all my friends would say that every time.
Fast and easy, man.
But Volv, what about you?
Yoshi or Toad? Normally because because of their. Yeah, I mean,
Toad's
both
fast,
of them
man.
Oh!
is
Oh!
Yoshi and Toad are like the fastest characters in the game because they're like the wise, but yeah.
Volv
Generally,
likes the mushroom tips.
God, I hate Toad. How can I'm so... I'm the best! This is horrible. This is just horrible. And last but not least, the Shadow.
I always go with Mario. You know, he's the main character, the show stealer,
Just going for
the number
Mario.
one guy on the thing, man.
Mario is the choice that everybody goes to when they don't have a passion for something, you know? Just middle of the road, nothing special.
There's a reason why people pick Mario because
they don't stand out.
He's
there's
like
nothing
Jesus
in life.
of the video games, man. He's Jesus of video games.
Awesome. All right, let's go on to question number 5, our last one. What game would you like to see get a sequel? Scorch?
I know.
Well, I have two choices for this one. The first one I know is not going to happen because the company has since gone under, but Dungeon Keeper 2, they needed to finish Dungeon Keeper 3. It was planned and then it got scrapped and they fucked it up. Now EA owns the rights to that and no. No. So anyway, that's number one. And then Secret of Evermore, I thought, deserved a sequel. You know, they did a whole bunch with Secret of Mana, like, you know, branched off to do, like, supposed sequels for that game. And the only one that was ever true to it was Seiken Densetsu 3. I'd like to see a sequel to Secret of Evermore, like, done in that style. None of this next-gen shit. The one for the PS2 was just atrocious. I didn't like it.
Grumpy.
I know.
No, he's not grumpy. Not this time.
Be grumpy.
No.
Anything
I'm
else?
sad. I don't think so.
What
It
about-
probably is, but, you know.
What about you, Volv? What's going down with you?
I really want to see a true sequel to Banjo-Tooie because fucking nuts and bolts does not count. The Xbox 360 game for Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is a fucking piece of dog shit compared to the original Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie. It's just so different. I mean, why the hell would you put cars in a platformer and just destroy the whole point of the actual series? It's stupid as fuck. Just should never have done it.
Is that the only one?
Well, I never played whatever the fuck it is, the sequel to Secret of Mana, but, well, I actually used to always think before I knew about, you know, the Japanese having a true sequel to it, that, it never got a sequel, and I felt like it could have had because of the way that the game left off, but, oh well.
For
I
me,
know what sequel you want. It's Cock Gobblers 4.
For me, there's only, you know, there's plenty of games that, you know, hey, it'd be cool if there was a sequel to this, a sequel to that, whatever. But I'm only going to pick one. If there was one game I'd like to see, actually, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals. There was a couple of Lufia, related games, I think, on like Game Boy Color and all that. But I don't think there was a true sequel to Lufia 2. And the company that made that game has gone under. But you know what? They're owned, the name Lufia is now under Square Enix. So really, Square Enix, man, you could bring that, franchise back to life if you wanted to. You could put out a couple Lufia games. Why the hell not?
Yeah, except they're starting to suck ass.
You could
not
do it.
starting, but
Square does suck ass nowadays.
I still don't think they do. Anyway, they should.
Old Square is good.
They should bring that franchise back. They should do it.
Oh, yeah, old Square was good, but Square Enix now is something. Look, every Final Fantasy game they've made lately, it fucking sucks ass.
Since when?
Let's see, 12.
Anything after
11.
10.
Yeah. 12's good. 12's okay.
after 3.
12's
12
okay.
took some getting used to, but there have been some spin-off games that have been done by Square that have been iffy. Like Star Ocean, that one for the Xbox. Like, that was a pretty good game, but, it's not the same. I don't know.
And,
I don't know.
I'll just throw out Toe Jam and Earl again. It'd be great to see another Toe Jam and Earl game. The last one was for the Xbox. Never played it. I don't know if that's good or not. But, that's what just kind of stands out in my head right now. Zach, what about you?
Oh, man. Oh, boy, I've been waiting for this moment my whole 10 minutes. Call of Duty 4 sequel, but that's already happening.
COD 4?
Oh, my God, I love that game so much.
Zach, you're a
But,
fucking sellout. You knew they were going to make a sequel to that.
the two games that made the biggest impressions on my childhood would have to be Sonic CD. I want a sequel just the same way that game was made. The old school 2D Sonic, fast-paced, awesome CD soundtrack. And of
What
course,
about Needle Mouse?
And I want to see another continuation from the Ocarina of Time saga. They had Ocarina of Time, you had Majora's Mask. I want another one. Same way, not that new graphic shit, not the cel-shaded shit either. The old style Zelda.
Dude, Twilight Princess kicked ass. What the hell's the matter with you?
You can't laugh.
Now I'm grumpy. I will kill you.
It's no Ocarina of Time.
Anything else?
But
No, those are the
Those
two
it?
games really would love to see a sequel of.
Terrific.
It's a Needle Mouse.
Terrific, man. Awesome. Awesome stuff. All right, guys, moving on to our next segment. Guess what? It's trivia time.
Yay!
Calm down. Calm down. Don't make me get out the
I'm not
hose.
grumpy anymore.
I'm getting the hose. Zach, put your pants back on, Zach.
All right.
Awesome stuff. So we got 4 trivia questions. Again, awesome stuff. I believe the first one is going to me, and the question is, who voices the role of this video game-based character? Now, right now, you'll be seeing an image on the podcast screen. Are you looking closely? Who is that? Who is that? Where is he from? If you know who that is and where he's from, you know what? Remember the actor who plays him. Go to the podcast forum, type in the actor who plays him, and you know what? Maybe you'll get the answer. Maybe you won't. We'll let you know. Awesome stuff. All right, Bulb, I believe you have the next question.
Identify the game and scene you would hear this tune.
Awesome stuff. So if you think you recognize that tune, go to the podcast forum, fill it out. Maybe you'll get some awesome credits for that.
There's going to be probably 2 prizes for that one. One for identifying the game it's from, and then one for telling us where in-game you would hear it.
A double dose.
A double dose.
A double dose. Zach, I believe you got trivia question number 3.
Yeah. Go. Identify the game from this box art clip.
So once again, if you're looking at the screen right now, you'll be seeing an image. What is that? What? I can't make it out. Oh, wait, I know the answer. It's... Nope.
It's a butthole. I mean, wait.
And last but not least, Scorch, I believe you have the last question.
All right. The last question is, when does the Joker accuse Batman of being afraid of him wearing a piece of racy nightwear in Batman Arkham Asylum? So if you can identify it could be either the scene or like the segment of the game where Joker accuses Batman of being afraid of something different.
That's kind of
Go
a
ahead.
crazy one.
That's a crazy one.
That is a crazy question. We're getting crazy.
We are.
Getting crazy and sexual. This is great. Awesome stuff, man. So those are our 4 trivia questions. I think you'll have a lot of fun with them. Hopefully you answer them correctly. Good stuff. Now, before we end this podcast, we're going to, it's October right now. It's October. It's almost Halloween.
Like a treat.
It's almost Halloween. It's going to be crazy.
Dude, it is? No way.
So we are going to have the first ever Halloween week on GameAnyone.com. That's right. Hoo-ha! Directors will be putting up Halloween-themed games from the 25th of October all the way to the 31st. So it's going to be pretty awesome. Hopefully, you'll check out those Halloween-themed games. Check them out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We think. What do you think, guys? What do you think?
It's going to be orgasmic.
Scorch, are you too scared to be a part of Halloween-themed week?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Scorch will be there.
I need you to be here to give me a hug when it debuts.
I'm not going anywhere near you.
Oh.
That's Mace Man's department.
Oh.
That's Mace Man's department.
I'm sad.
Awesome stuff. All right, well, guys, it's been a great podcast as always. You might want to go check out the Game Anyone raffle. We're always giving away awesome stuff. You gotta buy tickets with credits. You can earn credits on the forums, of course. Good stuff. So always, go to the podcast forum, ask us questions. Maybe they will appear in the next podcast question and answer segment. Good stuff. What do you think, guys? Good podcast?
We were doing a podcast.
Hello.
I was hearing crickets there. Is it good? Hit or miss? Hit or miss?
I thought we were just talking.
Sorry, stop it. Scorch didn't even know. Wait, are we recording right now?
Oh, are we on?
Are we on?
Nobody ever answered that question. I don't understand.
Okay. So, Volvagia, Scorch, Shadow Zach. I am Dave the Usher. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Say
Guys.
goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
All right. We